So, good afternoon, sir. So, I am JM Gatuan. So, in this video, I'm going to discuss about the classification of tankers by its size and types. So, I am JM Gatuan from section Betelgeuse, second year college. So, let's start. So, classification of tankers by its size and types. So, things we should know in this presentation or PowerPoint presentation is what is tanker, ship, or vessel. The second is classification of tankers by its size and examples. Classification of tankers by its types and examples. So, first, what is tanker, ship, or vessel? So, tankers are vessels designed to transport or store liquids such as oil, refined products, and chemical in bulk. So, classification of tankers by its size and sample. So, these are the 5 class of tankers and their lengths, beam, draft, and overview. So, the first is coastal tanker. His length is 205 meters, beam 29 meters, draft 16 meters. Overview, less than 50,000 deadweight tons, and they are mainly used for transportation of refined products as gasolines. And second is Aframax. The length of Aframax is 245 meters, 245 meters, beam 34 meters, draft 20 meters. And his overview is approximately 80,000 deadweight tons. So Zeus Max has a length of 285 meters, 45 meters of beam, and his draft is 23. And his overview is they are between 125 and 180,000 deadweight tons. The BLCC, his length is 330 meters, beam 55 meters, draft 28 meters. Overview, his capacity is around 320 deadweight tons, and his length is between 300 to 330 meters. ULCC have a length of 415 meters, beam 63 meter, and his draft is 35 meter. And overview is his capacity is of around 320 deadweight tons. Largest tank is, and this ULCC is the largest tanker is and have a 550,000 deadweight tons. So this is the example or the pictures of about the tankers. So this is the BLCC tankers. So BLCC tankers are in the range of 200 to 320 deadweight tons. They are used mostly for crude oil shipping. But they can also handle dirty products or residual fuel oil. And BLCC crude tankers are typically used on long haul roads or mataas na biyahe. So, ULCC or ultra large crude carrier. So, ULCC refers to the largest class of oil tanker, which is larger than BLCC. And ULCC tankers are in the range of 320 to 560 deadweight tons. They are used exclusively for crude oil shipping. And this is picture of Aframax. Aframax vessel is an oil tanker with a deadweight tons between 80,000 and 120,000 metric tons. And Suezmax. Suezmax is the largest ships that can transit the Suez Canal. These tankers are some 275 meters or 900 feet long and have a capacity of 100,000 to 200,000 deadweight tons, and they can carry about 800,000 to more than 1 million barrels. The coastal tanker. So mostly coastal tanker is used on the war during World War II, maybe for deploying or supplying gasolines. So coastal tanker is a ship that carry refined products throughout the area to supply small ports or harbors. Like um, they supply gasolines for country or regions. They use this, and this is the in this topic is about classified of tankers about of or on basis of type of the tanker. So first is oil tankers. So oil tankers, as their name suggests, carry oil and its byproducts. Oil tanker, however, is a genetic terminology and includes not only crude oil but also petrol, gasoline, kerosene, and paraffin. An oil tanker is designed to carry petroleum product in bulk. These vessels carry a wide range of product ranging from crude oil to refined products. Their size is measured in tons or deadweight tons. Its size range from 55,000 deadweight to VLCCs of over 300,000 deadweight tons. So oil tankers are further subdivided into two main products. So the first product is product tanker, or two main types is product tanker and crude tanker. So product tanker are used to transport the above mentioned petroleum based chemicals. The crude tankers are also specifically used to transport crude oil from the exhibition site to the crude oil refining industrial plant. So this is the average freight rate assessment or AFRA scale about the cargo types. So refined products are general purpose or GP about 10 to 25 deadweight tons, MR medium range, and refined products or crude oil or the cargos are the L1 or long range 1, the AFRA or AFRA Max, uh, the LR2 or long range 2, and a cargo that can uh, carry a crude oil only is the VLCC and ULC. So the smaller vessel of the AFRA scale is the general purpose or GP, and the medium range or MR. MR tankers are that are commonly used to transport cargoes or refined petroleum products over relatively short distance only. Their smaller size allows them to access most ports across the globe. A general purpose tanker can carry between 70,000 barrels and 190,000 barrels of motor gasoline for about 3.2 to 8 million gallons. And the medium range tanker can carry between 190 barrels and 345,000 barrels, or maybe 8 to 14.5 million gallons. And the long range cargo or the class ship are the most common in the global tanker fleet, as they are used to carry both refined products and crude oil. An LR1 or long range 1 tanker can carry between 345 barrels and 615,000 barrels of gasoline, or maybe 14.5 to 25.8 million gallons, or between 310,000 barrels and 550,000 barrels of light sweet crude oil. Aframax vessel refer to ships between 80,000 and 120,000 deadweight tons. The very large crude carrier or VLCC and the ultra large crude carrier or ULCC were added as a global oil trade expanded, and larger vessels provided better economics for crude shipments. VLCCs are responsible for most crude oil shipments around the world. A VLCC can carry between 1.9 million and 2.2 million of barrels of WTI type crude oil. With current WTI prices near $92 per barrel, a fully loaded VLCC could carry about $100 million worth of crude oil. The ULCC vessels, massive vessels, can carry around 2 million barrels to 3.7 million barrels of crude oil. So, this is the tanker. This tanker is a gas tanker. So, this tanker is gas tanker. Tanker that are usually designed to carry gas in bulk are called gas tanker. So, this is the example of gas tanker. So, they are especially designed to carry different forms of gases. And this ship is fully pressurized ship. This type of tankers are Kinch or Cinch type of gas carrier or compared to all of its other varieties. Cargo herein is carried in the ambient temperature. They have SAIT type of tanks which are made in carbon steel with an emblematic design pressure of 18 bars. And this picture is a semi-pressurized ship. These are very similar to fully pressurized ships in terms of tanks, constructions, and structure, but they are designed to carry gas at a maximum working pressure of 5 to 7 bars. And this cargo is ethylene ship. This variant of gas carriers are built for unambiguous trades but also have arrangement to carry LPGs or chemical gases. Their cargo carrying capacity of between 1,000 to 12,000 metric ton. So, fully refrigerated LPG ship. So, this is the picture. This tanker carry liquefied gases at low temperature and atmospheric pressure. They have a very significant prismatic ship. Cargo tanks made up of 3.5% mixed steel, which allows them to carry cargo and temperature as lower as negative 48 degrees Celsius. And this cargo is a chemical tankers. So chemical tankers are tankers that are used to transport various liquid chemicals. Each chemical tankers transport the same kind of chemicals. They range from 5,000 deadweight tons to 35,000 deadweight tons in size. So, customarily, chemical tankers can be classified into 3 categories as per their type. So, type 1 is the product which possess very serious environmental and safety hazards which require maximum preventive measures to prevent any leakage of cargo comes under type 1 chemical tanker. Type 2 is chemical products with markedly severe environmental and safety hazard which required significant preventive measures to forestall any escape of such cargo can be classified as type 2 chemical tanker. And the last is type 3 chemical tankers which transport products with amply severe environmental and safety hazard which require a moderate degree of containment in a damaged condition can be referred to as type 3 chemical tankers. So this tanker is a slurry tanker. So slurry tankers or slurry refers to all those materials that do not disperse or dissolve in water, otherwise regarded as waste materials. The slurry is used for fertilizer, and the slurry tankers help to haul slurry to areas well where they can put to productive use. So this picture is a hydrogen tanker. So hydrogen tankers, as the name suggests, hydrogen tankers are cargo tankers used for shipping and transportation of liquefied hydrogen gas. So this cargo is this tanker is juice tanker. Juice tanker, as the name suggests, these tankers were specifically designed for carriage of juices. Juice tankers, or more specifically orange juice tankers, which are used for cargo carrying of orange juice in mass quantities. And this cargo is this vessel is the wine tanker. The concept of shipping of wine in tanker holds was much more prevalent in the mid-20th century than the bulk transports of beer. The first ever dedicated wine tanker was the Bacchus, a converted cargo ship launched in France in 1935 with a capacity of 337 gallons of wine. And this tanker is ITB tankers. So ITB tankers are prominently used in the eastern coast of United States. These tankers are mainly tugs attached to barges, leading to the formations of a single cargo carrying unit. So ITBs can be categorized into two groups: the pushing mode ITB and the dual mode. So pushing mode ITB, this possesses similar characteristics of a ship of proportionate size. It has a very comfortably seakeeping capability, stability, and dynamicity. The tug here remains in the pushing mode throughout the voyage. Dual mode ITB is this type of ITB can be operated in both configuration, either combined or as tow on a hawser, where tug can separate safely from the barge itself. It meets the stability criteria in aspects of weather dynamic, and towline pull. So thank you for listening.